Hello, everyone. Today we're taking a look at the top new features for Agentforce Revenue Management in the summer 26 release. So let's get going. So the 6 features that we're going to take a look at today, we're going to take a look at the enhanced sales transaction line editor that now has no limit on height within the layout. So we'll see that's going to be obviously a big advantage, right? If you've got multiple quote lines, before you were limited to how many lines you could see at once based, and now the line editor will grow in height based on how much space you give it within your Lightning record page. We have a new guided ramp feature that allows you to simplify how you build multi-year quotes, right? So that new custom screen will allow you to create ramp schedules, so multi-year deals using that custom screen with trials in only a few clicks within that custom screen to replace what was before cloning your segments to create multiple segments. As you build quotes and orders now within your browse catalog or product catalog screen, products get added automatically to your quote as they get selected. You can see what products have been selected and added to your quote, which also means that any rule-based discovery will also be enforced in real time. There is a new component that is available to be added to record pages that will automatically generate documents using Salesforce document generation. We used to have to create a custom screen flow to be able to do this. Now that's available out of the box. There is a new feature on usage products that allows you to quickly create usage-based products, right? So as you know, if you've created usage-based products, it involves multiple objects that allow for a lot of flexibility, but you have to hunt around, whereas that new screen allows you to add usage resources from one screen, link up to your rate card entries, and so on. And the final thing will be keeping approvals moving in Slack. So advanced approval, with flow orchestration. You could send out notifications through email. Obviously, now you can automatically send those out to Slack, and Slack will be able to show you details about your quote and what you're approving directly from the UI, whether that's on desktop or on mobile. So that's going to be very helpful as you're going through approvals. So first thing we want to take a look at is that enhanced sales transaction line editor. So no more fixed height, as I said. Also lets you see a lot more attributes per quote line on the side panel if you need to. So let me show you what that looks like in Salesforce. So I'm on a quote that I've already created. No products added, but you can already see that you get a lot more vertical space on that sales transaction line editor. And as we start to build our quote, start to build our ramp schedule, you'll see that we can see all of this without any scrolling because it's taking a lot more vertical space in there. That's going to be the next thing we want to take a look at, that ramp experience. So it used to be that we had to do a lot of manual cloning of segments. Now that guided flow generates the schedules from that one custom screen, also lets you do trial periods. So let's see what that looks like. Back in Salesforce, back on my quote, within the sales transaction line editor, I have a new button, create ramp schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. By default, I get this 3-year ramp schedule, total 40 months, truly. My segment type, that was a selection before. It is still a selection, so I can choose to make it annual or custom. I'll leave that annual. I can leave my start date as is, but I'll set this to be 36 months, so 3 years, plus a trial upfront, although you can remove the trial if you choose to. But if you do want to keep the trial, you can also select how long you want that trial to be. Obviously, it's going to affect all your dates for your yearly segments. I can modify the discount for my trial as well, but I can also modify discount for specific segments as well. So I can change the segments, change the discount for those, even do uplift as well if I wanted to do this from this screen. And once I'm done with this, I hit create, and all my segments get automatically created from that one screen. So no more clicking around and cloning and adding all of this. So now I get the benefit of all that ramp being set up. And now from here, I'm going to be able to start adding products. And as I said earlier, adding products is where it gets a bit more dynamic going forward from that browse product screen. So your rules are going to run instantly. If you've got product recommendations, they're going to show up on that screen as well. Live transaction panel that shows you all the products that are already on your quote on top of the ones that you add. And then it also obviously auto saves as you build your quote. So what that looks like is if I go onto my first segment on here, hit browse catalog, select my price book. If that's not auto selected yet, so let's say we want to add elements from or products from my software catalog. Again, that's going to be very similar. Do I want to add to the current segment or current and subsequent? So let's say we want to add this to our full agreement. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Let's select my QuickBooks product. I'm going to add this. So you see the product gets added automatically. We see it's thinking up front. You see that now it's not save and add anymore at the bottom. It's simply closing that window. We see in the background that my products already added. I can go ahead and keep on adding more products. Now those will get added, but I see total items. I do see the final price already added for those calculated products. Obviously, those are right now added to my trial segment, so they are getting the discounted price automatically. And once I'm done, I can simply hit close, and then I'm back onto my quote with all my products added automatically. Again, it respects the rules that we add on there. The discount is added based on the discount that I set up my REM schedule with, right? So every year gets its own discount level. Obviously, that can be overridden at the line level as well. And back to our net new sales transaction line editor, right? That shows me a lot more lines. As you can tell, I can see all of my yearly segments on here without any scrolling, and there's space for more given how that page is currently set up. So that's the enhancements to my browse catalog screen. So the next thing we want to take a look at is document generation, right? So it used to be that you were able to use document generation process records to launch document generation without any Omni Studio licenses, but now there's also an integrated Lightning Web component. It can be added to your Lightning record page, yes, that will allow you to generate documents with no Omni Studio license, supports docx, PowerPoints, or PDFs as the output format. PDF does allow you to merge additional files in there as well. And it's truly simple. You can simply add that component onto the layout. I've already added it to the DocGen tab on here. And as soon as I go onto that tab, it starts generating the document. So no waiting, no clicking of buttons. It generates the document based on the selected template, which can be dynamic. And my document is generated and ready to be downloaded. It's also, in this case, autosave to my quote record as an attached file as well. And you ultimately control the output, the template, and where you want it saved through the properties of that Lightning Web component that's added onto my Lightning record page. And while we're on our quote, the next thing I wanted to talk about was approvals in Slack. So no more emails for approvals. If you choose to, you can have all of this in Slack. So if you do turn that feature on, so that's going to be one of the approval settings that you can turn on, it will give you automatic notifications within Slack automatically within the Salesforce app, or however you set up your integration to Slack from Salesforce. But once it is set up, then you will get notifications, and we'll see what that looks like. Obviously, it's real time, right? So it's as real time as if you are in Salesforce or through email. It will still update the approval records that are related. And obviously, because it's in Slack, and Slack can see all your Salesforce data, if you've got the permissions, obviously, then it can show you that data on Slack directly without going back into Salesforce. So back on Salesforce, let's trigger the approval for this. I've got enough discount that it will trigger approval. So if I go into details, set this to needs review, so I can launch the approval for that quote because my discount is higher than 20%. If I go into my approvals tab, I can see that I've got an assigned approval. So moving into Slack, I've got the desktop app on the left. So it does show me that I got a notification here that my approval is requested. I can approve or reject. It's going to prompt me for comments if I do this. It does show me the related record. That's my demo quote that we were working on. On the right-hand side, I've got the mobile app running on my iPhone. Same thing, right? I'm getting that same thing. I've got the option to approve or reject. I have a link to the demo quote that this is linked to. What this means is I can actually dive into that record if I want to and see more details of what I'm approving before I approve or reject, even without going into Salesforce. So I can do all of this in Slack. That's going to be true on the right on the mobile experience, but that's going to be true on the left ear as well on the desktop app. And I can click through to my quote, and it's going to show me quote details if I want at the header, right? So I see some key fields that are highlighted on there. Can obviously be customized, but I can also see related lists. So I can even go all the way down to quote line items and see what was quoted, the products, the pricing, the discounts at the product level. So I can see all of that in Slack directly, and that's on mobile on the right. Obviously on the left, same thing here on the desktop app. I can go through, see my quote level fields. I can see my related list from here as well. So I can click through my quote line items and see the details of my quote line items. Once I'm done reviewing what I need to approve on here, right? It's truly as simple at this point as going in, clicking approve. I can add comments if I want to. I can say approved. I hit approved, and then that flows back naturally into Salesforce. The decision was saved. Now, if I go back into Salesforce, refresh the screen, we'll see that my approval is now confirmed and it's moved on to the second step of approval. And now, the last thing we want to take a look at is the new feature that lets me reduce setup time for usage product. So if I've got a base product that's either Anchor or a pack product, I'm going to be able to set up usage resources, set up my policies, activate it all from that one screen. So going back in Salesforce, let's look at one of our usage products. I've got this usage product set up. It is an Anchor product. And you'll see, because it is a usage product, I have the ability to go into configure usage properties. And from here, I can see product usage resources that have already been defined for that product. I can add more if I wanted to. I can define effective start dates, end dates for product usage resources that are currently selected. I can select which usage resource it's linked to, aggregation policies, overage policies, rating frequency policies, and so forth. If I had any grants on there, they would also show up on here. And I can go all the way to my rate card entries and price book rate cards from here. So it's going to be a big help as you're building usage-based products, and a lot less hunting around for the different objects that were required to create usage-based products. And that covers what I wanted to review today. So I think Summer 26 does seem to bring a lot of benefits for sales reps, right? A lot less clicking around in some of those things. For example, guided ramp is going to be a big help, right? As you're setting this up, a lot less clicking around and cloning segments, even for admins. A lot of helps there, a lot of help there with guided setup, and approvals in Slack are a big one, right? That's going to be very helpful. People live in Slack now, we know, right? That's a big topic. So that's going to be very helpful for your users going in there. Let me know if you've got any questions. Please subscribe if you've got a moment. I do have pre-recorded training available for Revenue Cloud if you're interested, available on my website. And I am available for projects with Revenue Cloud. Thanks for watching and have a great day.